YouTube's happening. It is Friday, September 12th, and we're talking baseball. We have 15 games on the slate. Everyone's playing. You can see it before you. Almost everybody has pitchers. Houston, how's you doing? Stats spreadsheet. We're going to break all that stuff down like we always do. Let's recap yesterday. Ended up going 4-3 on the day, but we were 3 hooks away from 7-0. Lyle got hooked. Corey got hooked. They both had 1 hit, but nothing else, and 2 strikeouts each. And then also Seymour got pulled at 5 strikeouts. So if those 3 would have got 1 more of something, because Cleveland hit, Soto hit, the Nerfy hit. I haven't taken a Nerfy in so long. It hit. Oh, it felt good. And then Seattle hit. So 4-3 on the day, almost 7-0. We were close, but hey, what can you do? If you want the plays typed out for every single sport, college, NFL, baseball, it's all there. Or if you just want access to the spreadsheet so you can do your own research, or you just want access to the plays typed out, go check out the HQ. Simple as that. So, enough of that. We have 15 games. Let's stop wasting time. Let's go to the first one right now. All right, so jumping in, the first game is going to be our day game, which is going to be Tampa Bay at Chicago. Bring up the list, and we currently see it is Chicago 150 at home with a 7.5 total. We go to the spreadsheet. I looked through all the games already. Weather's not really an issue anywhere, so no real concerns. Like, there's nothing in double digits. So there's no rain in double digits. There's nothing really to worry about out there with weather today. So we can see the numbers. Chicago's offense is struggling. Tampa's doing okay. Nothing too crazy. Chicago's striking out a good bit. Let's go ahead and look at the pitchers. This is Outlier. Link in the pinned comment. Go get you a free week. It's there. Let's change this up. Well, it's already up. Let's do this. Matthew Boyd going up against Shane Baz. Now, Baz is a strikeout dude. We know that. He likes to do strikeouts. Chicago striking out a good bit, set at 9.2, which is up from their average around 7s. They're normally top 10 this year, around the top 10, but right now they're in the bottom 10. So we see if Baz can take advantage of that. I don't like Baz being on the road doing it, but he is 80% over the 5.5 line, which is nice. So we'll look at that. Baz does give up hits too, so you can look at both. And then we also got to look at Matthew Boyd earned runs because he's just a beast. So Baz strikeout 6.2 on a 5.5. It's plus 105. If you want to chase the juice, which I've been doing lately, it's kind of fun. It's nice. So when you have a day like a 4-3, you can still make a little bit of profit. It's good stuff indeed. If we want to look at hits, maybe you want to fade him because he's on the road. There's your hits as well. 5.2 on a 4.5. I think I'm going to take the strikeouts. I think because away game, he did well against Cleveland and the A's. Let's look at the last 10, how he's done. That's 20. Yeah, his strikeouts have been pretty good. So 5.9 average on a 5 up. I'm pretty sure I'll take this because it's a day game. I want something to root for because I will be live betting this game over on Patreon. That's just we're in the live chat, just doing it. It's fun. So you can join that too if you want. You don't have to. It's up there. It's an option. So let's go into the matchups. Actually, Boyd. Look at Boyd. I thought Boyd, what are you doing? You have been roughed up the last few games. What is this? Remember when you were so good? Remember you were like awesome? Now you're just like getting just 2-4-5, 4-2. That's a 3-4. Well, we're leaning Tampa heavily now. Okay. Matchups. Bullpen, down. Boyd, history, nothing. Versus lefties, Tampa is not good though. So that's something for you. That's something. Tampa has some issues against lefties. A couple dudes are good, but the rest kind of have issues. Chicago versus righties, and then Baz versus never. So that's good for Baz. It's good for both pitchers, really. So I'm going to go to HR and see what we got. Morel, we got Everson, and we got Nico. It's the only 3 HRs we have to pull up, so let's look at those. 2.6 and a 2.2. No, don't love that. 2.2 and a 1.3. I don't like that. I don't care. It's a half. I don't like that. And then we got Nico F2.4 and 2.4, which barely, not bad. Could be better. I think I'm gonna stick with Baz because I know Baz is a strikeout dude, and I know my numbers say Chicago striking out a good bit. So my official play is going to be Baz over 5.5 Ks. That's what I'm going for this one next. All right, game 2 is going to be Pittsburgh at Washington. We currently see that it is Washington's a slight favorite at home with an 8 total. We come over here to the spreadsheets, we take a look at the numbers, and we see Pittsburgh's offense has not been doing well. They're striking out a bunch. It's what they usually do. That's why they're not going to make the playoffs. That's why they've lost 6 games in a row. Washington, you see their offense is actually doing pretty well. They're getting runs, they're getting on base, they're hitting RBIs. They're not getting walks, though. So let's go ahead and pop on over to ye old props and see what we got over here. So there's props. We got Brad Lord going up against Mitch Keller. We do need to look at Brad Lord's strikeouts because Pittsburgh is bottom 5 in strikeouts. So let's go and open up Brad Lord. That's his earned runs. That is disgusting. 4 average in the last 5 games. What's your strikeouts? I'd rather take your earned runs over against Washington. Absolutely. Against Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh can't even hit the ball. So anything. What's Mitch looking like? Mitch is at 3.2, so both pitchers are combining for a 7.2. The total is only 8 right now. So let's look at the matchups. Let's see. Bullpen v. bullpen. Come on down. We go Brad Lord versus Pittsburgh. History, you can see everything there. Nothing too much, obviously. Versus righties. Washington versus righties. And Keller versus Washington. It's all there. We got some home runs here as well. I kind of want to fade both. If one pitcher does bad, they're going to give up 7 runs probably. That's just what they're going to do. Especially Washington. They're prone to leave you in there. They don't care if you give up 10 runs. I don't think either team cares. They got literally 16 games left or 16 days left when the season's over. So I'm going to take the over here. It's 8. I like the 8. We're going to go over 8. Let's go check out the actual props while we're here too. So props for the HR props, obviously. It's a Nationals, and we have Robert Hassel III. We have Darren Lyle again, even though he had a bad day yesterday. He finally missed, but he's still showing up. And then Bell. So let's look at these 3. So Hassel is at 2 and 1.6. We have Lyle, who's at 3.2 and 3.7. Even though he finally missed, I still might take him anyways because he said I can balls be real. And then Bell's at 4.8 and 2.6. So yeah, that 13 is doing a lot of heavy lifting. So I think I still want to take the over 8. If these pitches are bad as they look, this should be no problem to hit this. If you want to take just Lyle, I get it. I understand because some people are going to take him anyways, as you probably should. So I'm going to take the over, and we're going to move on. Next. All right, game 3 is going to be Kansas City at Philadelphia. Currently, the Phillies are only 127 favorites with a 9 total. We go over here to the spreadsheets. We take a look, and yeah, that's a lot of red versus a lot of green. And Casey's on the road. Their offense hasn't been doing too great. Philly's pretty hot, 8-2, 1-4. Yeah, we're leaning Philly. I don't know why we wouldn't lean Philly. Let's go ahead and look at the props and see what we have over here to get rid of the 2 pitchers. Who's tossing that tater today? It's going to be Lorenzen's going out there for KC. So the question is, who's going out there for Philadelphia? So let's go ahead and look. It looks like it's going to be Walker Buehler. Okay, that's why do we not have props now? I question things now. So see, when I go to schedules, there he is. That's his name. Yeah. Mr. Red Sox got waived now. He's been picked up. I guess he is going to start today. So let's look at his last few games. His last few games weren't that bad. Oh, let's see. He's 2 earned runs, 2 runs, 4, 0. Yeah, you see everything there. He hasn't pitched since in about 2.5 weeks now. So, I mean, he's making his looks like he's making his Phillies debut. Okay, I can work with that. So again, I don't think he was terrible. So let's go ahead and hop over here and just grab Lorenzen and look at his earned runs, because I kind of care about that versus Philly's offense more than anybody can pitch against KC right now, because KC's offense is that bad. So Buehler, welcome. You'll be all right probably. So you're at a 2.6. You're kind of average. We go matchup. We have nothing for Philly because only ESPN is showing that Walker Buehler is pitching today. So who knows who's actually pitching? KC. Let's see. Yeah, there's nothing here at all. So Philly is Lorenzen versus Philly history. We got some at bats. 1 for 6, 1 for 6. Nothing too crazy. 0 for 3. Not too much bad. I still lean Philly. I still lean Philly here. Let's go to HR real quick and take a look, see if there's anything there for us. We change this over here and go boop boop, and we see Yastrzemski, Marsh, and Bader. Bader's 100%. Okay. Yastrzemski is what? How did you make the list? Get off my screen. Marsh is at 4.2 and 3.6. Marsh has been doing work. Good job, Marsh. Good stuff indeed. And lastly, Bader is at 4 and 3.6. Bader doing good work. So those 2 as well. And then also, so for me, you could take either one of those 2, or you could just take Philly, which I'm going to do. I'm just going to take Philly money line. I think they got the better team. They got the better bets. I think they got about the same pitching based on what we've seen in the last 5 games out of Buehler, if he's the one pitching. So, yeah, I'm going to trust the only thing I would question is why is the game line so low? Why is it 127? I'm going to find out next. All right, game number 4 is going to be Baltimore at Toronto. We currently see that Toronto is slightly favored, 122. 7.5 is our total. We pop over here to the spreadsheets, and we see Toronto has the advantage when it comes to swinging the bat. Baltimore, no. They don't, and they're the worst strikeout team. 11.3 is a lot of strikeouts, so we'll see. Let's go look at the pitchers. In this one, we have these following pitchers. It's going to be Trevor Rogers against Chris Bassett. We know both of them are pretty good pitchers. Can't hate on that. Let's look at Bassett first. Here's his earned runs. You can see 1.8. Strikeouts, though, 5.8 average on a 5.5. I mean, Baltimore is striking out the most, but he's not a strikeout dude. Not somebody I want to put my money behind. Let's go last 20. He's gone over this line 9 out of 20. 45% of the time he's gone over last 20. 4 out of 10 last. That ain't good. No. And if you can pitch 2 and 4s. I don't want that. No, no, sorry. So Trevor Rogers earned runs. Let's look at this. He's been a beast. Obviously, look at his last 20 games. Dude doesn't give up runs. He's a monster. Awesome stuff. Washington and Cleveland. Okay, let's go matchups. Bullpen. Cool. Down. Bassett versus Baltimore. Leans Baltimore from all the green. You can see there's a home run for Johnson. There's 2 home runs for Gunnar. Gunnar likes facing this guy. There's Mayo. There's Holiday. You can see everybody's had a piece of it. They like facing this man. So we go righties for Baltimore. We go Toronto versus lefties. And Rogers versus Toronto. Historically, not really much data there for us besides 0 for 6 for Springer, which is impressive because it's Springer. So let's go HRs as well. Check those out before we bounce, because I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't messing with this. IKF is in Toronto now, not Pittsburgh. And then there's a half, and there's Straw, and there's Jackson, and then there's Clements. So let's open these up. IKF, 1.6 and 1.7. Hard to see, but there it is. Get off my screen. Straw is at 4.4 and 2.8. Very boomer bust. Basically, this 8 was that 12 spot? That's doing a lot of heavy lifting. So yeah, no thanks. Jackson 2.4, 2.5. Very consistent right there at the line. You could say Jackson, not a problem. Probably feel good about it. He has a home run versus Bassett too. So Bo, we don't want Bo. This is Clement. 1, 6, and 2. So none of that. Not a chance. So for me, there is just too many question marks. Like, yeah, Toronto has the bats, but Baltimore has a history versus them, and Rogers is pitching. So I'm gonna be smart. When you don't know, sometimes the best play is no play. Sometimes you leave them alone and move on. Pass next. All right, next game up is going to be Texas at the Mets. We currently see that the Mets are slight favorites with a 7.5 total. We come over here to our spreadsheets, we load them up, and we can see the Mets have been pretty average, better than Texas, who's been below average, even bad in some areas. Hitting the ball, they're just not good. But the Mets are on a 6-game losing streak. What are we doing, New York? What are we doing? That's not how you get to the playoffs. That's how you get a vacation. So 23rd, that ain't going to work. Let's go to props. Let's take a look who these pitchers are. Let me click here and change this to this and this to this. So Rangers, Mets, who's pitching? Jacob deGrom going up against Tong. Okay. New York is 23rd strikeouts at 9.5. So we will look at deGrom strikeouts. Absolutely. Give me a good average. 6.5 higher, 6.5 or higher. It's very nice. Yeah, 6, 8, 5, 5. It is a little juicy though. That is hella juicy. Why is it so juicy? I mean, I could just take it on Novik, not a problem, but I mean, I want to make sure it's like good for everybody. So let's, I mean, if that's the line, that's the line, but 6.5 could be a play too. 6, 8 still. Let's go last 10. Have you been hitting this? You're averaging 6.9. I guess pick up 5.5. It's one of those weird ones where it's like either way, you're paying too much, or I like 5.5. Sometimes it's gonna be not a good return, but still. All right, and then who's the other pitcher is going to be Tong. Let's look at Tong a little bit, just because why not? We're here. And Tong, you see what he did. His earned runs and strikeouts. There you go. 6 on both sides. The matchups. Bullpen. Bring it down. Tong, obviously never faced Texas. First Texas. Righties, you see how they do. Mets versus righties. DeGrom versus Mets. A lot of nothing. We got a home run for Soto, but only a 200 average, and then a 1 for 7 and a 1 for 7 for Marte and Mullins. So, yeah, I'm liking DeGrom. I'm liking it. Because I don't know who's going to win the game. I have no clue. The bats could do whatever. Neither one's standing out. Neither one's popping, if you will. So let's change this to this, and let's see who we got. We got Brett. We got Coda Freeman. We got Soto again. We took him yesterday. He did well for us. And Osuna is at half, so we're not touching that. So Brett is at 1.8 and 1.8. Half, sure. I didn't even know I opened a half. Whatever. You're a half too. Why is so many halves? Ew. No. So the only one that's really good is going to be Soto. And Soto, that you saw, has a 200 average. That's not good. A 2.6 and a 3.6. He's doing well, but no, I'm going to trust Mr. DeGrom today to get some strikeouts. DEGROM over 5.5 Ks. It's a little pricey, but damn it. What else are we going to take? I'll take it. It's this or a pass for me. So you do what you want to do. I'm going to take it. We're going to move on next. All right, moving on from the Mets game, we're going to Cleveland hosting the White Sox. Currently, that was up here. Cleveland 152 with a 7.5 total. We come over here to the sheets, and we can see, well, both teams doing what? White Sox doing real good with the bats. 8-2 last. What? Look at this team. Randomly 8-2 with a 2-game streak, with not 7-3. This is a hell of a matchup. This is fun. Let's go look at props. Who's pitching in this bad boy? Get rid of you and change you over to White Sox in the goal audience. And BB is going out there with his over 1.5 against the Hot Sox. The Hot Sox? Are you kidding me? Over. over 100 over. And Perez is going out there. Let's give me some earned runs for Perez. Perez over hits allowed. He's like, nah, fam, I don't give up hits. White Sox are the play here. What are we doing? What are we doing? I might be taking the Sox. Plus 1.5 for Chicago is 142. Money lines plus 150. Tempted. Let's see, 3, 4. Yeah, that's not good, guy. That's not good. You can't be that bad. And then if you want to look at hits allowed too, or it's just going to be H right there. Yeah, that's not good either. Do you have a great history versus Chicago or something? Or people just assume, and remember, it's Friday. The casuals that get their paychecks and don't watch videos from anybody like this, like me or anybody else that does these. Don't watch TikTok or Twitter or nothing. They just go on, bet, lose, redeposit next Friday when they get paid again. That's what they do. That's what the people they target. That's the ones they want the money from. That's what the books are good at. So Perez, outside of the game against last time out, he's been pretty good. Couple 3 O's right there. Hey, yeah, we got to go here. Bullpen, come on down. BB versus Chicago. I see success. I see a little bit. I see a home run there. No real 0 for 7s or anything. It's Chicago. What are we doing? And then, yes, righties, Cleveland versus lefties. Perez, look at Cleveland versus lefties. They're terrible against some lefties. Some of you can't even hit the ball. And then Perez out here, yeah, Jose's just good against everybody. It's Jose Ramirez. And other than that, not that much. Yeah, I like Chicago here. I like Chicago. I like BB over 1.5 earned runs. How much was that? How much was that earned runs? What? Why is this? Why are you showing me this? Because Prize Picks is on there, just messing everything up. Oh, let me just remove Prize Picks off here real quick. They're 130. They're already removed. Why are you still showing them to me? Outlier. Fix your stuff. So, I don't know. But for me, let's go HR. There's going to be a few. There's going to be a few White Sox on there. Guaranteed there's going to be White Sox on there. White Sox, burp. And what do we got? We got Kyle Teal. Who? Sosa. We all know they love Sosa. Meadroth and Benintendi. All right. Now, where's Montgomery? That's the one I was looking for. Teal is at 3-4 and 2-2. Not bad at all. Sosa is at 3 and 2-4, all basically qualifying. Meadroth's at 2-4 and 2-1, and Benintendi's at 2-8 and 3-3. He's been doing well. You know what you didn't see? You didn't see Guardians on that list, did you? No, you didn't. So we have a pitching advantage for Chicago. We have a hitting advantage for Chicago. They're on the road, which is annoying, but still. Other than that, spreadsheet-wise, everything leans Chicago. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going Chicago White Sox. We're going straight up CWSML. We're going for the gusto today. Plus 150. I don't even care. 150. I don't need the 1.5. I don't need it. They're going to win. They're going to whoop ass. That's all I'm saying. Chicago wins next. All right, next game up is going to be Detroit and Miami. Let me change this sheet over right this. And currently Miami, nope, Detroit's 194. It's got to be Scooby Day. Look at that. Anytime you see Detroit almost 200 against anybody, it's a Scooby Day. 7s are total. Spreadsheets, let's look at them. Detroit's offense is doing good. And you got Scooby out there, give me Detroit 1.5. I don't even care. I don't even care because you're going to get shut down probably. So let's go over to the props. And not this one. I want this one. Who's pitching? I think we know who's pitching. Who is it? Show yourself. Oh, it's a Sandy versus Scooble matchup. Sandy's been pitching damn well here recently. We don't want strikeouts for either one of these because no one's striking out really. So Detroit's 18th. So Sandy strikeouts. I just opened a Sandy to earn runs. He's been good outside the Philly game. They got him for 4. But look at that's Sandy of old right there. That's what you want to see. This was Sandy before. Yeah, but this right, this little 4-game stretch, that's what I expect out of Sandy. Occasionally pop for 3 or 4, but we're facing Detroit's offense. I think Detroit's going to be good here. And then you got Scooby-Doo, obviously doing good. 0.8. Let's not even play games. You know what we're doing here. I trust Scooby way more than Sandy right now. Sandy, I can't trust you anymore unless you just continue to do this. So Sandy versus Detroit historically, 1 for 10 for Torres, but that was when you were amazing probably. So versus righties, there you go. Miami versus lefties. Look at all the red. They don't do well. Look at the strikeout numbers too. My God. Miami's 3rd in strikeouts though, so I'm gonna leave it alone. Against Scooble, never faced him either. That's not good either. Anytime you don't face a Cy Young guy for the first time he's on the mound, oh, buddy. Yeah, that 3rd in strikeouts might not matter today. It might not matter. Am I gonna pay to find out? Look at all the damn hits. Look at all these hits. I gotta keep scrolling. How many HRs do we have in green? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 HRs. What's our total? 7. Okay. And it's split up. We got a few Detroit. We got a few Fish. We got 7 fish on here. What? All right, so we got a 1-5. I'm not doing the 0-5s. Pass, pass. Edwards, McKinstry, Torres, Pressels, and then some others. So Marcy's at 3, 4, and 2. I'm not taking anybody can scoop. Sorry, 3 and 2, 1. Nope. If you're taking them, good luck. You're gonna need it. So unless for some reason they tee up on it, which hey, that happens like twice a year. So maybe they get lucky. Who knows? Because Pretzel Man 2-7. No. We're going back over. I see this and I see this, and I throw Scooble on behind this offense. That's run support for the man. You give him run support, that's all you need. That's Detroit 1.5 next. All right, next matchup is going to be Yankees, Boston. Huh. It feels like they haven't played that much this year. That's just me though, I guess. Currently, where's the line? It is 115 Yankees. 9 is our total. We come to the sheets, we look at the numbers, and we see Yankees offense struggling, Red Sox thriving, Yankees striking out, the usual suspects. Nothing crazy here. We're used to all that. So let's go look at pitching. Get rid of Sandy and Scooby. I'd even look at Scooby strikeouts. How dare I? I know some of you are going to be like, you didn't show it. Hold on, back up. There's Sandy. Did I not show Scooby? I did not. I showed his earned runs. There's the strikeouts. Look at that. This is why we didn't take it. So there you go. Now you can't yell at me. Not for that. You can yell at me for other things, but not that one. So change this over to the rivalry. And we got Giolito going up against Gil. And let's see who we want to look at. We want to look at Giolito strikeouts. How are you? Can you strike out 6 Yankees today, good sir? I don't think he can. I don't think he is. He could. I don't think he does it, though. When you're showing 2s against Arizona, you had 4 against Yankees literally a month ago. So half a month ago. 4 starts ago. I don't trust it. And then you face Boston. You both had good pitching out performances. So bullpen. Giolito versus Yankees. I don't like anything on here. Stanton's 1 for 9. Damn. Stanton's so good. Stanton's become one of my favorite players. I don't know why, it just is. He's every time I bet him, he hits. So it's like, it's easy to root for people that pay you money. Yay, thank you. Boston versus righties and Louis versus Boston. 0 for 7, 1 for 6. Yeah, okay. HR. This is feeling like a pass to me. This feels like, hey, I don't want nothing to do with this game. Y'all have fun. Like, yeah, have fun. Here we got Romy, we got Durant, and we got Toy Story. Other than that, we have no Yankees on here. Nothing but Red Sox. That aligns with the sheet nicely. So 2-8 in 3. Gonzalez has been doing pretty good. Duran is at 2 and 2-2. I wouldn't touch that one. Toy Story is at 2-8, 2-6. So there's 2 Red Sox that would qualify for me. But overall, am I talking myself into Boston? I think I am. We got 3 dudes on the HR. There's no Yankees to be seen on the whole screen. How far you got to go down to get a Yankee? A hot minute. Right there, Bellinger. That's the first one. So, and he's only at 60%. So I don't. We can go back up here to spreadsheets. We see the numbers. Everything's leading Boston. They're at home. Am I taking Boston plus 113? I think I am. I'm gonna say Boston money line. We're chasing the juice today. So yeah, we got another underdog to win outright at home this time. Boston money line. Let's take it. Next. All right, moving on from Boston, we're going over to Atlanta and Houston. Oh, Atlanta, what happened to your offense? My God. You'll see in a second what I'm talking about. Houston slight favorite with a 8.5 total. Let me show it right there. Yes, that is what we see, and that is disgusting. That is not good at all. Atlanta, forgot how to play baseball. Houston is just average across the board. Nothing stands out for them. Let's go to the props. Let's go look at the pitches. Get rid of you and change you to you. And who do we have cooking? Waldrop. Hurston's going out there today. Okay, that's cool. Who's going out there with Hurston? Well, that would be a mystery to all of us because nobody knows because it's undecided. Literally, nothing. That tells me nothing. What am I supposed to do there? So we're going to leave that off. All right, so let's go back. Houston is 17 to strikeouts, and that's what I care about for Hurston. Hurston's at 4.5. I think he gets that. Don't you think so? Yeah, there's this 5 starts. He did have, the Miami issue, but hey, we gave you a mulligan. You're new. That's cool. You know better now. Then you came back with a 9 spot against Phil, and then you had a 5 spot against Seattle and 7s here. Houston's average at 8.9, which is literally 1 per inning. Basically, if you pitch 5 innings, which you've been doing, you should have 5 strikeouts, and it's 127. Another plus juice. I think I'm chasing the juice today. So, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is the question. And I think I might check the squeeze. Hurston, I'll be third faced versus righties. There's Houston. Houston's offense does not scare me. Atlanta, we can't show you nothing because we don't know who's pitching for Houston. So I'm taking Hurston. We're going Hurston. I just like saying the word Hurston. Wall drip. The man got drip over 4.5 Ks. We're taking it. 127, 122, 120s. Yeah, let's take that. He gets 5 strikeouts. He's at home too. Done. Next. Okay, moving on. I have 1 pass in 9 games. That could either be really good or really bad. I don't know. I just realized that. So, oh man, we're moving to Minnesota. Let's go move to Minnesota next. Minnesota. Nope, that's Milwaukee. That's Minnesota right there. Minnesota versus the Diamondbacks, and it's basically slightly Minnesota 8.5 total. Let's come over here. Look at this. Okay, we might have a pass here because there we go. Now there's no advantages here. There's no rule. Maybe somebody versus Minnesota strikeouts. Let's take a look at the pitchers. Let's take a look at that one. Get rid of Hurston. Goodbye, good sir. Change you over to Diamondbacks and 2020 Twins. And we got is Brandon Pfaadt going out there with his hits allowed against Minnesota. He's on the road. Minnesota's 14th in hits. We'll look at it, sure. Other than that, Pablo's going out there, so I don't love any of this. 7 on a 5-5. Do we trust? Do we trust? That looks sweaty. Like, you're going to get to 5, it looks like, pretty easily. Like, no matter what, you're probably going to get to 5. Is he going to get the 6-1, though? 7-1 average on hits. If Minnesota was green on hits, if they were like 7th in hits, I'll take it. 14th at 8.6. Like, do we trust? Do we trust this number? That's basically it's almost 1 per inning. It's like, what, 0.9? So we go back to here and we look, and it's like, okay, how many innings are you pitching? Well, sometimes 7, sometimes 2. It depends. I don't know. Let's go over here, Mr. Pablo. Earned runs. What you up to, buddy? 1.8. What was your earned runs? Ugh, not good. All right. So yeah, Minnesota has the lead in pitching probably. Bullpen, down. Pablo history versus Arizona. There's your numbers. Come back right there. Versus righties. Ugh. Minnesota versus righties and Brandon P. A lot of nothing. Nothing screaming take aside here. So let's go look at HRs real quick before we bounce. Did I not look for this with the Braves? I overlooked this again. I was so excited about this taking. That's why we didn't look at it. I knew there were no HRs. See, that's how it works. Perfect. Oh, good stuff. Lucky. Here we go. Change this one over, and we got Blaze. Gabriel, and you're half. I don't care about you. Sorry. So Blaze is at 1.8 and 1.6. No. And then Moreno is at 3 and 2.5. Yeah, Moreno might be good, but half on if you're playing it. I'm passing. Next. All right, let's jump to the next one. We got 5 games left. Now we're going to do St. Louis v. Milwaukee. Let me go and change the sheet up. There we go. Come on down to, where is it? Just had it, didn't I? There it is right there. 170 for Milwaukee, 8.5 is our total. Spreadsheets, load them up, and we can see, ooh, St. Louis forgot to play baseball. Milwaukee, they've lost 3 in a row, though. They're both lost 3 in a row, so I'm a little concerned by this one. It really depends on who's pitching. Because, yeah, we see Milwaukee's at home. They're facing a team that's struggling, but they aren't doing too hot themselves. Let's go look at pitching. Let's see who we got. Get rid of you and you. Boop, boop. Change you to Crew. And we got Priesters going up against Palante. We do have to look at Priester strikeouts because it's a rule. Anytime you see somebody in the bottom 5 in strikeouts, you look at the opposing pitcher. So I'm gonna go earn runs for Palante too. So Priester strikeouts, you were not. I mean, you could, but you don't look like him. You don't look like a strikeout dude. So we're gonna leave you alone. We're gonna go earn runs, pop them up 2-2. Not bad. We got Palante earn runs at 4. Okay, so Milwaukee has statistics on the underside heavily between the bats and pitching. Let's see if the history matches up with them too. And they're home. So far it's a Milwaukee lean. They're 170 for a reason. It makes sense. We do this and this. Cool. Come on down. We got Priester versus this. Yeah, Priester looks pretty good. Nothing stands out. No home runs. Couple RBIs. That's fine. Against righties, there you go. Milwaukee versus righties. Palante versus, there's a home run for Hoskins. There's a couple home runs. Nothing too crazy. I lean Milwaukee. I think I'm going to take Milwaukee. Let's see how many HRs pop up over here too. So we want Brewers, and we have, it's Willie C. and Jake Bowers. 2 Milwaukee players. That's it. That's fine. 2-4, 2-5, not bad. Doing good. And Bowers is at 3-8 and 2-2. 3-8, damn dude. So yeah, I'm going to take Milwaukee. This is the point. I think I'm going to squeeze the juice a little bit in this one too. We're going to go for it. It's Milwaukee 170. I think I'm going to take this 1.5 for 120. I'm going to roll the dice a little bit on this one. Risk it for ye olde biscuit. So Milwaukee at home with the more consistent bats, with the more consistent pitching. Give me them 1.5 next. All right, 4 games left. We got San Diego, the Bums versus Colorado. We took the Nerfy yesterday, and I can't believe it hit. We took a Nerfy involving a Rockies pitcher who was abysmal in his season, and he still hit the Nerfy. Golf clap for you, good sir. Golf clap indeed. San Diego 240, 8.5 was our total. We got a spreadsheet to look. It's because its offenses are terrible. Both teams. They're just not good. Lost 6, 1-9. 107, my God. Oh man, that's so many wins and losses. Okay, change this over here, do this, boom. We want the rock shock, baby. Rocktober. And we got JP Sears going up against Tanner Gordon. Sears, how are you with strikeouts, my guy? How are you with strikeouts? 3.5 is not indicative of a strikeout guy. So Tanner Gordon, earn runs, my guy. Yeah, that's you probably. Sears downward trend, 2-2. Colorado's 29th at 11.1. Not a chance. What's your earn runs looking like? 2.4. So you're pretty average. Gordon's at 2.6. Average. Got popped for 6 against San Diego last time they faced them, and that was at home. Now you're on the road. Wonder how that's going to work out for you. Matchups. Bullpen, down. This should be a pretty obviously easy one. JP Sears, they struggle against the man historically. They can't do anything. Lefties do well. They just not against him though. So San Diego versus righties, they do quite well. Gordon, there you go. So do I take San Diego? I might, but I'm not taking. 240 though. Woo, that's can you feel good about backing a team with this type of offense? I don't think I can. 3-7. Now, do I dare take another Nerfy? No, I took my one Nerfy I'm taking for a while. I hit it. I'm good. I ain't taking another one. Not with these two teams. With these pitching, who knows? I think this is gonna be a pass. Did I even look at HR? I did not. See, I keep forgetting HR today. I am all sorts of a loss today. What are we doing? But Rockies, it's gonna be little, right? Yeah. Just Jacksonville. Everyone else sucks statistically in the last 10 games. So 5-10 games. 3-2, 1-8. Even him struggle. So yeah, you guys have fun. I'm gonna leave this one. I'm gonna pass. We're gonna move on next. All right, we got 3 left. Let's go over to Sacramento, shall we? And see Cincinnati versus the A's. That's a weird matchup. That's a weird one. 107 A's, 10 is our total spread. Sheet them up. And wind blowing out a little bit. This is like the highest wind total the whole day. So is it blowing out though is the question. It always seems to be blowing out. Yeah, it's blowing out. So maybe potential over here because we have 2 top 10 offenses. We got the wind blowing out. It's in the little, I keep saying little league. It's not little league. It's minor league. So I keep saying that. It's a little league part. Why not? Let's say what it is. Oh, broke the sheet. Let me fix the sheet. There we go. And you can see everything there. Cool. Let's go ahead and pop on over to the props, see who's pitching, because that matters more than anything right now in this one. Reds, A's. Singer's going out against somebody. Who's pitching in this one? That would be JT Yen. Why do we not have props for Mr. Yen? I don't know. So let's go ahead and look at his history. Zoom out so we can see him. There's his face. 6'2", 200. And we come on down. He pitched on 9-6. Why do we not have props? Earn runs 1, 5, 3, 2, 5. So that's 10, 15 divided by 3 is divided by 5 is 3. So he's at 3.2. That's the quick maths right there. Quick maths. So he's at 3.2 earned runs in the last 5 games. We go to props up here. We gotta look at Mr. Singer earned runs. I don't really care about strikeouts in this one. I think I want the over. 1-2. Ooh, Singer's been pretty good. So let's go matchups. Bullpen down. Yin versus Cincy. There's a home run, not much there. Versus righties, they do well against righties. A's versus righties. Singer versus, they do history. I kind of just want to take the over 10. Something tells me to just take this. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna listen to my gut probably, and we're gonna pop and see what the props are in this one. Give me if I get 4 HRs, I'm taking the over. Well, what do I do if I have 1 HR? Because that's all I got. I got steer, which tells me these numbers are. What do we do with these numbers then? 1, 9, and 2. This is a fishy one. I said from the beginning this one's weird. If it's that weird, I should probably see one game and how it works out because I'm kind of curious. So I think I'm gonna pass. I lean the over. I saw that. I lean the over, but we're going to leave that alone. Next. All right, we got 2 games left. Now we have Seattle hosting the Angels. And come on down, we see Seattle 156, 7.5 is our total. Seattle on that nice little winning streak, 6 in a row now. Hit nicely for us yesterday in the money line. Good stuff indeed. They are for their offense is great. Everything's good. The Angels are doing pretty good offensively. They're still striking out because this is what they do. It's never going to change. So let's go look at the pitchers and see who we have. Get rid of you and change you over to Mariners. Yes. Castillo going up against Kikuchi. Castillo strikeouts. What you looking like? 6.5? You could be over 0%. Okay. So guess we're not taking that. I can't take somebody whose average can't even come close to the line. 6.5 with a 4.8 average. Get the hell off my screen. Get off my screen. What's your earn runs? You're kind of trash, my dude. You're kind of trash lately. You need to fix that. So Kikuchi is at 6 on a 4-5. We go matchup. This game is kind of cheeks already. We have bad pitching versus good offenses. This is over. This is an over already. I'm pretty sure. Castillo going up 3 home runs in 22, 2 home runs, 1-1. Yeah, we're absolutely taking it over here. Lefties, they do well. Kikuchi, 3 home runs for Suarez and 12 at bats. What the hell? 3 home runs for Randy. Okay, over. We're done. What's the over under? 7.5. I don't care. No, can I ladder that? I might ladder that too. I just might. Oh man, look at all of it. Naylor, open them all. Trout, Polanco, Julio, Moncada, Teodosio. I'm sure I'm saying his name wrong. And Randy. That's a lot of people. 3-8 and a 2-6. That would qualify, even though it looks kind of ugly. 3-4 and a 2-6. That looks better. 3 and a 2-6. Good stuff. 3 and a something. Not even look 2 something. 3-2 and a 2-4. There's so many. And 2 and a 1-3. Whatever. You're a half guy. Who cares? And Randy is 4-2 and 2-6. Yeah, over 7.5. I don't care how the pitchers are bad. Why is the line so low? I don't know. Over 7.5. Over 8.5. Over 9.5. Over 10.5. I don't care. Over. Next. All right, last game is going to be Dodgers and Giants. So let's go ahead and load that bad boy up. And we can see currently Dodgers, slight favorites of the Dodgers. 7.5 is our total. We go spreadsheets, we load them up and change it to the right game. That would help. And we see number 1 offense still for San Fran on runs at 7. Been some lower scoring games as of late, but 7's your lowest. We're about to be in the 6s with number 1. Weird. No strikeouts to worry about. So let's go ahead and go look at the pitchers. Get rid of you and change you over to the last game, right, Chow? And we got Verlander going up against Yamamoto. Yamamoto, almost feel bad for the guy. 8.2 and then gives up that at the end instead of the no-hitter. And we haven't had a no-hitter all season. I saw that stat yesterday, too. I was like, what? Really? So, good stuff. So we're not taking strikeouts for either one. We're going straight earn runs because they don't strike out. Let's look. Verlander's at 1.6. Yamamoto's at 2.6. Obviously, I still can't believe Baltimore won the game, too. That's crazy. Man, that's wild. Matchup, bullpen, down, Verlander, Dodgers, history, there you go. Versus righties, San Fran versus righties, and San Fran versus Yamamoto. There's some strike. You see that, there's some there. I don't love this one. I just don't love this one. This one makes me question. There's a lot of HRs here. It's a lot of Verlander's pretty good. Yamamoto's pretty good. We know they're good. And we got a lot of San Fran on here. So let's go. That's a half. Half. Dominic. We're not looking at halves. Ohtani's finally back on the list. He's been off for a minute. Mookie's here and Chapman's here. Everybody else is halves. Don't care about those. So Dominic is at 2.2 and 2.8. Not bad. Ohtani's at 3.4 and 2.7. You see what he's meant to. He's heating up, doing good stuff. You can take him. Mookie's at 5.4 and 3.8. Damn, Mookie. Damn. What's your history versus Mr. Verlander? Let's go look at that. Let's go look at that right quick. I need to go check that real quick. Dodgers, Verlander, Mookie. He's 1 for 6. Damn. All right. I got excited for a second. Thought maybe we have something there. Chapman is at 2.8 and 2.6. Took him early in the week. It was good stuff. And that's it. So based on all this being so good, both offenses are good, pitchers are good. Those all cancel out to me. So I need to see one game. Give me different pitchers that make more sense. I'm passing on it in this one. So the game lines, I'm not taking that one. So I'm just doing any type of pass in there. Now the question is, am I doing any type of parlays or anything fun like that? So I already have 2 underdog money line on the sheet. I have 2 1.5s on the sheets. I have other money lines. So you could look through those and build your parlay. I'm not going to do a parlay. I will be doing some live betting later over in Patreon. You can join that if you want to and hang out with everybody in there. But I think I'm done. Let's go to schedule. Change it up to this and scroll up. No, scroll down. Tomorrow will be Saturday right there. That's the Saturday slate. So I'll be back tomorrow. I appreciate you being here. Drop a like, subscribe. Let me know what you're playing. Let me know if I missed anything. Check out Outlier. Check out the HQ. Come check out Patreon. And other than that, I will see you tomorrow for some more MLB. Peace.